if we're going to put functional tenor or genre in one of the three variables, field, mode, or tenor, then I think we have decades of work showing that's not sustainable. The genres are configurations of all three kinds of meaning, and the configurations themselves can then be organized into systems, and they can be organized typologically or topologically, and we can, I think, map a level of emergent complexity beyond field, mode, tenor, and articulate a culture as a system of genres. And we've used that always in our schoolwork to map the primary school curriculum or any of the secondary school subject areas, and pushed on into the workplace and tried to map various workplaces in those terms. So the alternative approach is that you describe these relationships we've been working on as part of field, mode, or tenor. Hassan and Matheson's choice is to make it part of field. Hassan has only little bits of published work showing sketches of these kind of relations within field. Matheson more recently has his spider, pie, octopus, whatever you want to call it, based on Jean Ure's work, where he, as far as I can see, maps the genres into these 8 slices of the pie, has concentric circles for the different modes, says, of course, there's a tenor dimension missing, but we haven't articulated that yet. If he does that, he's then saying that there is ideational integrity to each of those wedges of the pie, if he's being Hallidayan and saying that ideational meaning by and large construes field. I think decades of work show that's not the case, that they're not tied together because they are ideationally related, they're tied together because they are configurations of all three kinds of meaning. So either you stratify context and stop trying to put genre into one of the three register categories, or you give up the extrinsic intrinsic functionality notion. I want to hang on to our heritage, and so there's an advantage there. There's many other things we could talk about. I mean, one thing has to do with, it seemed clear to us that if you move through the stages of a genre, the field, mode, tenor variables are adjusting. So if the genre categories themselves are part of any one variable, how do you account for that? I think there's a theoretical problem there, but I would say in Hassan and Matheson's work, there's not a level of explicitness yet to really, they're not facing that problem in responsible ways, I don't think. And Halliday's comments on context and field, mode, tenor are common sense gestures. There's no substance to the things he's saying at those levels. So I just think we pushed harder, and if you push harder, the systems start sorting themselves out, and I think there's 4 systems, not 3, and one system is more abstract than the others.